It's Thanksgiving, Christmas, the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is a holiday.
It is. Hyper Talkative.
Oh God, Ruby. Episode 8.
Episode 8. Lucky number is... No, it's not a lucky number. Is it?
No.
No, what's the lucky number? I guess it is 7.
Really?
I don't know. 13 maybe?
Angel number. Are you talking about angel numbers?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I said lucky number 8. I guess because like an 8 ball.
The 8 is someone's lucky number somewhere.
Yeah, it's not ours. But if you're listening to this podcast and 8 is your lucky number, then
congratulations.
It's your lucky day.
It's your lucky day. I was going to say the same thing.
Welcome back to the podcast. How's it going? Hope everyone
Respond and say out loud right now how it's going.
Talk to yourself. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're in public, do it anyways.
Yeah.
We're peer pressuring you. We want you to look like idiots.
We're so happy to hear that you're doing great.
Or
really bad.
If that's the case, we apologize.
Yeah.
Hopefully this podcast makes your day better.
So true.
That's so cute.
Aww.
Guys.
We have a video camera in today's ISO booth, which is different for us.
We do. So if you... we know you all love listening to our voices, but if you want to
if you've dreamed of seeing our faces, now you can.
Now you can. Go to our YouTube channel.
It'll be there. You can see us live in person, except it's not live, it's pre-recorded.
But I'm like a little bit, like I'm excited to explore this video aspect because we're both video central people.
Yes.
But the one thing is now we have to look cute for recording.
I know.
Because I would show up not looking cute.
We can't wear, we could wear sweatpants.
We could. It does get hot in the booth.
Yeah.
It does get hot.
You're going to see us sweat over time.
You guys are going to see our progressively redder faces. It is not our fault. We're both pale.
Rosacea gang.
Mm-hmm.
Live, laugh, love. All right.
Let's do the word. And I guess they can't see it. I was going to say now you can see that we don't scam this, but nobody.
It's off to the side.
Yeah.
It's off to the side. All right.
Tasty. Okay, tasty. What's your favorite food? Have we talked about this yet?
I don't think so.
We always talk about like movies and celebrities and music, but we've never really talked about food besides like pickles and peanut butter and pickle juice and chips. My
favorite food is cream corn. Any kind of corn. I love corn so much.
It's so good.
It's fantastic.
It's my
sister-in-law Kelsey, her mom, Joanne, makes the best cream corn that I've ever had. She brings it to Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I literally die.
Is she from the South?
No.
Oh my gosh, interesting.
Yeah.
Having family from Kentucky is like the best.
You always tell me about their corn.
The corn pudding we have for Thanksgiving is so good. I agree with corn is so underrated.
Yeah. And there's many different forms. You got Mexican street corn, just like regular corn on the cob, cream corn,
popcorn.
Oh my God, popcorn.
I love popcorn. Yeah. Popcorn is such a good stuff.
Movie theater popcorn. Yeah.
So good.
But I have a story about cream corn.
Please elaborate.
So like I said, Joanne makes it for every Thanksgiving. And my uncle now, I guess, because him and my aunt are married, my uncle was over. And this is the first time like I'm meeting him. It was this past year. And I'm just like not around, like school and stuff. Yeah. So I haven't gotten the opportunity to meet him. And so I met him at Thanksgiving. But we didn't have like a formal like introducing segment.
Introduction.
Yes. And so he was just like there and I was there and he knew who I was and I knew who he was.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there and I'm eating my cream corn and I can't emphasize this enough. I've been waiting for this day since Christmas of last year. Like I love cream corn so much. But so I'm sitting there, I'm eating cream corn and I'm just speaking out loud. I'm sharing my truths. I'm saying this is the best experience of my life.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. This is the happiest I've ever been.
Yeah.
And I said, this is the best moment of my entire life. This man looks at me. He goes, "You must have a pretty sad life then." And I was like, first thing he's ever said to me, first time I'm meeting him, and that is the first thing he said to me. And that's the only thing he said to me.
Sorry, I would disown him from our family.
I literally just sat there.
Like, you're the new one here.
I know. I literally just sat there and I was like, and like people were laughing and like he started laughing. I was like, nothing is funny about this. How do you know? How do you know that I lead a sad life? No, but I was...
Also, the fact that that was the best experience...
Yeah.
That does not mean you have a sad life. That just means you have really good corn.
Yeah.
Like...
I have taste.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
I was very upset.
I feel that I'm upset now.
Yeah.
No, we do not stand for the corn slander.
No, we won't.
It's been hot dogs. Now we're entering our corn phase.
Yeah.
The saddest thing ever when having braces was not being able to eat corn on the cob.
So true.
Like, there's just
having
something
to, like,
different about being like, like along the cob. And like, it's annoying, but it's so good. I've told you about this before. But in Kentucky, there's this restaurant called Mark's Feed Store. I
want to go so bad.
Literally, come with us.
Okay.
In August. There's this restaurant called Mark's Feed Store. And first off, best barbecue ever. I'm a huge pulled pork fan. And their barbecue sauce is homemade there. And But they have this cornbread salad. And look up cornbread salad on Google. I just need you to see an image because it's not just a salad with cornbread crumbled in it. It's like an experience.
Oh.
Like,
is it layered like this?
I mean, if you make it at home,
we'll link a picture in the description.
But literally, like, because everything is coated, kind of. It is. It is so good, and there's bacon in it, and there's the lettuce is so good, and
I'm gonna sob.
And it's cornbread. It's guys, it is so. It's so good.
And you get to have it again.
And
in
I get
August.
to have it again in August. I'm so excited. I have not had it since like 2018 or 19.
Wow.
Like it's been
You're
far
going
too
through
long.
withdrawal.
I am, and speaking of how we both have creamed corn on the holidays.
Okay.
You know what is something that I think about? I'm an avid Thanksgiving dinner stan. Like I think Thanksgiving dinner is the best meal ever.
I agree.
Like nothing can beat it. And I'm like,
I agree.
We can make that not on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
but like I think that's what makes Thanksgiving so special.
That's true.
You only have
you
like
get
a big
that
meal like that.
It's just so funny because like we love creamed corn so much. We could just make it.
True.
Like if we really wanted it, we could just make it. But it's like.
But I like the chase.
I do too.
I like the chase. I like being like, I wish I had creamed corn right now and like.
And you count down. Yeah. No, I agree. It just
makes it better.
It's just something I think about sometimes, and I'll be like, my family really likes ham. I'm not a big ham gal, but they really like ham, and they're like, oh, we can't wait till Easter when we eat this ham, and I'm like. We could just go to the store and like make a ham or get a ham.
No.
But like it's not the same.
Is Thanksgiving your favorite holiday?
I'll tell you my top 3.
Okay.
You
really like Christmas though.
It's Thanksgiving, Christmas, the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is a holiday.
It is. And you know, I'm going to look straight at the camera for this moment.
Oh.
The Super Bowl needs to be recognized as a national holiday, and I will start a petition for this because hear me out right. Don't make that face. It would help you too. I think that we need to have the day after the Super Bowl off work and off school. Literally,
it used to be like that. I thought.
No, not since we've been alive.
Maybe we just like.
Maybe you just skipped
I
school.
think my school.
We didn't, but literally, like, pretty much 90% of Americans watch the Super Bowl and get drunk and stay up late. And if your team wins, you're out celebrating.
And even if you don't celebrate the Super Bowl, it's just nice having a day off.
Exactly.
So,
and then, like, Super Bowl needs to be recognized as a national holiday. I'm literally going to make it, like, this is a movement now.
Okay.
I stand with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so true.
And so I consider the Super Bowl holiday, yes.
Okay.
But Thanksgiving is my favorite just because it's the 3 Fs.
Yes.
Food, family, and football.
Oh, yes.
Like, you take my favorite meal and you make it acceptable to watch football while eating it. Like, what?
I like the vibes of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They're always just perfect.
Literally. Like, you wake up, you watch the parade.
Yes.
And you're just all cozy.
You're cooking food, and my sister and I always, like, dress up.
Yeah.
And it's...
Oh, it's so... Are you a Black Friday shopper?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't... That's too many people for me.
That's fair.
It makes me nervous.
We used to not be.
Yeah.
And then we started going in Kentucky because we would go down there for Thanksgiving.
Really?
And let me tell you, Kentucky Black Friday shopping is elite.
Is it like a sport?
We are hardcore. The last time we were down there for Thanksgiving, which was right before COVID, because obviously we couldn't go down in 2020.
Right.
I think, left the house around 6 or 7 p.m. on Thanksgiving night.
Dang.
We hit, like, Target, Dick's.
Classics.
Some of, like, the department stores, like, there's, like, a Boscov's or a Kohl's or something down there.
Yeah,
so we hit those. And then we always get Krispy Kreme donuts.
Ooh,
that's, like, our thing. And then
the
outlets don't open until, like, 6 or 7 in the morning. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
So we'll go home, sleep a little bit, and
Charge
then go
up,
back
recharge.
out at like 6 or 7 in the morning, and then we stay at the outlets.
You have it down. You have the schedule down.
Oh, we have a science.
That's incredible.
It's so fun. Like, I'm not even a huge shopping person. Like, I get overwhelmed and just, like, tired. But Black Friday, like...
You don't think of it as shopping. You think of it as, like, a game, a sport.
It really is.
And when you think about it like that, like...
And one time in Kentucky, it was really fun. We all had to pee, but, like, obviously we weren't going to wait in traffic to try to get into a gross mall bathroom. My uncle's a firefighter. Firefighter gang.
Yeah.
So we had the codes to the fire stations. So
Let's
we
go
in
Let's
Thanksgiving
go.
night, type in the code, walk past the fire trucks and go pee.
Yep.
In the fire station.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's this past Black Friday, 2021.
Yeah.
I went Black Friday shopping alone.
Wow.
And
how was that?
I didn't go out at midnight. I went out in the morning.
Okay.
Honestly, it was so great.
Really?
Because I didn't have to wait for anyone. I didn't have to wait while people were trying stuff on, like people in my family.
Yes.
If there was a store that they wanted to go in and I didn't.
Pace. You're
exactly.
Fast. Okay. Yeah.
I got to go in stores that they wouldn't like. I went into Ann Taylor. What? I know.
Just because she wanted to.
Just because
she
I wanted to.
Ugh.
And I just got stuff and I tried it on.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to wait.
Yeah.
It was so great. It was really...
I have been trying to spend more time with myself lately. So I'll go, like, before, I wouldn't even be able to go to the bathroom alone. I'm like, can someone come with me?
Oh my gosh.
Like, I still do that.
Yeah.
But, like, I refuse to go shopping by myself because I was afraid that someone was going to kidnap me. And I still am, But, like, lately I've been like, okay, Georgia, like, let's go out for coffee.
It's
like
so
last
fun.
week, I went to a coffee shop in Carlisle and I edited the podcast.
Yeah.
And then on my way home, I stopped and went shopping for some records. And I was like, look at me.
It's so
taking me time. I kind of like it.
It's so I try to do that as much as I can. Like I went to Barnes and Noble earlier this week and I just did work.
Yeah. Like why not?
You just do it. The one thing, though, that I keep seeing that I want to try, but I'm nervous, is going out to dinner by myself.
Yes.
And, like, people will go to, like, a restaurant and, like, take a book. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to.
You want to be like that mysterious girl
exactly.
who eats alone.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh.
My friend Sophie always... Because every time I see old people eating by themselves,
it's so sad.
I literally start crying.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad.
Yeah.
And my friend Sophie's like, Georgia, like, how do you know they didn't choose to eat alone? She's like, I go out to eat alone all the time.
I need to do it.
So I'm like, okay.
You know,
I feel like especially if you're like, you have a relationship with your waiter or waitress, like you just like have a bond, your friends, like then it's like, oh, like you're hanging out with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that should be our challenge for ourselves. We should both try to do it by the end of summer. We're not going to set a time limit because we're going to need to work up to the social anxiety awareness.
I was thinking about this last night actually because I went to my favorite establishment to get hot wings, Center Street Grill. Shout out Carson McLaughlin for showing me this place. Oh my God.
You sound like such a sporty gal.
I love wings, Ruby.
I love that.
Are you proud?
I'm so proud. I like boneless wings.
Listen to me. Boneless. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know,
okay,
they're
fine.
basically chicken nuggets. I do like them on the bone.
As long as you can, okay, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do both.
Boneless, I'll eat boneless. It's good, but like that's chicken nuggets.
It's chicken nuggets.
So,
honey barbecue though.
Okay. Oh my God, so true. But if you live in central Pennsylvania, I'm telling you right now, the best wings, possibly in the state, they're award winning. They won awards.
We need to go.
Center Street Grill. It looks like from the outside you're gonna get there and you're gonna go, Georgia.
When I saw the picture, I was a little bit like,
but it will change your life. They have the best hot wings, the best like homemade blue cheese.
Do
And
they have sports playing in there?
Yeah, I think so. There's
do
like
they
a
have,
bar
TVs?
side, and then there's like a
We're going.
like dine-in side. But oh my God, it's so good. And Emily and I went with my sister last night. We got nachos, and even they were good. So I do not think a single thing on that menu misses.
We are going.
But I was like, one of these nights, I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna order a plate of 12 hot wings. and I'm going to down them.
Good.
And I want to become a regular there. So I think it's possible.
And then you walk in and they're like the usual?
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Yes.
That's all I want somewhere is to become a regular.
Do it at Center Street Grill.
I will. It's worth the drive.
I'm pretty sure it's like a, like a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, so it's supporting. Yeah. I'm getting there at Starbucks. My mom and sister used to work at Starbucks, so especially when they worked there, like they'd be like, oh, it's Ruby. Like, blah, blah, blah. But like there's so many like coffee shops in Lancaster.
I
want to become a regular. I just gotta commit. I gotta commit.
You just gotta go. You gotta go on a daily basis
and get the
eventually
same thing.
They will pick up. Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
That's the dream.
It's gonna happen. It really is. That's all I want is to be recognized as a regular. Like, is that too much to ask?
All I want to be seen as is a regular.
As a regular person. It's just so cool. Where was I? Oh my gosh, when I was at Barnes & Noble earlier this week, I was sitting there and I like to eavesdrop.
Yeah, don't we all?
I'm a nosy person.
She's a nosy person. What can you say?
I will accept it.
What can you say?
I love to eavesdrop.
She accepts it.
This guy walks up to the Starbucks in the Barnes & Noble.
Was he cute?
It was like an old man.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm kidding. And they were like, oh, you're back. Do you want the usual? And I was like, at a Barnes & Noble? At like a chain establishment?
Wow. That's impressive.
Like, he's got it going on.
Dang.
Yeah.
I want to be like him when I grow up.
I know. I was like, sir, do you know you're my idol? Like,
you're just like bowing down to him.
Literally, they just knew. And
you should have went up and asked for tips and tricks.
True. How do you become a regular?
Yeah.
That's by the end of summer. We're gonna become regulars.
And I feel like we're focusing on it too hard. We just have to let it happen naturally.
Exactly. We need to pick our spot.
Low key, we could do it
together.
In Lancaster. And then I was also thinking, I was like, oh my God, my mind just wanders. And I was thinking, I'm going to come into Center Street Grill and I'm going to be a regular and I'm going to get hot wings every time. And then I'm going to have a relationship with all of the workers and then they'll sponsor the podcast.
Yes.
Imagine if Center Street Grill sponsored Hyper Talkative Podcast, I would pass out.
And like some of the coffee shops down, like Mean Cup or New Holland.
We run on them basically.
I'm like, guys, listen up. I will cut out Starbucks if you sponsor the podcast.
What?
That is huge.
That is actually massive.
That is huge.
I don't know if I'm willing to do that. I'll think about it. It'll be under review until I hear from them.
Yeah, we need to start reaching. If anybody has any ways to get sponsorships, please tell us. All we want is money.
The other week,
we don't even want money. We just want free stuff.
We had a sponsor for a day, and I saw it, and I was like, Ruby, are you seeing this too? It was bourbon.
We don't know how that showed
It was
up.
like wild turkey, and it was attached to our episode, and I was like,
we don't know how that showed up.
We didn't get paid.
No.
We didn't see it anywhere.
We didn't do anything.
The next day it was gone. So
have you ever had bourbon?
No.
No. It's good.
Yeah.
But it's an acquired taste. It's not my first beverage of choice.
Okay.
I'll sip it. But it's very like smoky,
isn't it?
And it burns.
It's like a drink in the South.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So your family
like
probably.
Kentucky bourbon. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And I felt so bad because I was trying to like be tough.
Yeah.
I was over at Jake's apartment the other day, and his roommate Seth. He's a big he likes bourbon. He always has a little drink going, and I was like, cool, Seth. He was like, do you want a glass? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Not good.
I took one sip of that, and I was like. Wow, this is really good.
Delicious.
And it was like a nice bourbon, and I was like, do you want the rest of mine? I was like, I'm so sorry.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was really embarrassing. The first time I ever had it, I was trying to be cool also in front of my mom, so I took a shot of bourbon, which it's not a shot drink, it's a sipping drink. And I was like, yeah, no effect on me at all.
Really good.
It's
really
delicious. Oh, I have such exciting news for you.
What?
Guys, so I'm turning 21 in 22 days.
Yay!
And, 22 from the day we're recording.
Happy
By the time
birthday.
this goes up. Stop it. Basically, I was looking on TikTok. Apparently, the drink of the summer is a Dirty Shirley.
Yeah, wait, I saw that too.
And Shirley Temples are my favorite
I love
drinks.
Shirley Temples.
And for years now, I have said my first legal drink is going to be a Dirty Shirley, and now it's the drink of the summer.
Yeah.
How?
They did it for you.
They did.
Society
How did it
did
work out
you.
like that? The world is on our side.
Shirley Temples are so good.
They're so good, but I'm picky with them.
Okay.
I can't have too much cherry and grenadine in there, but I can't have too little.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be a
the
mix.
perfect balance.
It can't be a faint flavor, but it can't be. It can't be only grenadine. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like the what are they called? Like
maraschino cherries?
Do you like those?
Yeah.
Really?
I used to eat them straight from the jar.
That's
still
on
would.
brand. I don't like them. Like,
Get out.
I'll get them
do you
in my
put the, I was
Shirley,
gonna say, do you put them in your Shirley then?
but I don't eat them.
Okay.
Like I'll give
eat
them
them
to someone.
for you.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
it
like
works
it's like
out.
the olive thing.
Yeah, I don't like. Do you like olives?
I love olives.
What the heck?
Let's go. Let's go.
You do not give me olive vibes.
Really?
No.
I also used to eat those straight out of the jar. Once again, I eat like a pregnant woman. I said this before.
You
I'll
really
keep saying
do.
it. I eat like a pregnant woman.
Speaking of food, what were you gonna say? Say it.
No, I was just gonna
Okay.
say, but we both like pickles though.
We do,
so
and that's good.
You
That's
can't
good.
have my pickle. And I
There are
can't
these. We need to go to Lancaster Pickle Company. That's where we should become
do.
regulars.
Lancaster Pickle Company.
They can sponsor us.
You heard it here. They would.
Kunzler Hot Dogs is right downtown.
Oh my.
Can they sponsor
All
us?
of the sponsors we need,
Guys,
right here
I've
in
had
downtown
5
Lancaster.
hot dogs this week.
And what about it?
Nothing.
And what about it?
Nothing.
What were you gonna say?
So at Central Market, which is a big farmers market here in downtown Lancaster, Pennsylvania, it is the oldest indoor market in the country.
Period.
No big deal, just had to flex that. But there's this stand called the Turkey Lady, and she has these like turkey sticks.
Ooh.
Are
they like turkey legs or are they like
No,
beef
it's
sticks
like-
but turkey?
kind of like that. It's like, but they're cold. Like you keep them in the fridge.
Okay.
So it's like, it kind of is like hot dog vibes, but like you can eat it without
Oh.
cooking it. Like it's like a snack.
So it's like a beef stick.
It's
but
like
with
a beef
turkey.
stick, but
my dad
but
loves beef sticks.
And some of them have cheese in them.
Ooh.
Oh, have you ever had cheesy hot dogs? Like the hot dogs with the cheese in
No.
them?
Are
They're
they
good.
good?
Georgia, that's all I ate growing up.
I used to work at a
cut them up?
pool.
Oh.
And
I didn't know this.
Yeah, summer before junior year.
Oh.
It was actually like iconic. Like as much as it kind of sucked, it was like
That's like a movie
fun.
job.
Yes, it was exactly like a movie
Yeah.
job. And we had, Ruby, they were so gross. We had these things called cheeseburger rollers, and they were like basically hot dogs, but it was a cheeseburger, and it was like rolled up, and there was cheese in the middle. Blech. Every time someone ordered one, I think I like died because they were so greasy.
I just don't trust
and
food
so
from pools.
gross, and they were like frozen. So you just
Yeah.
put them on the hot dog roller, and I never ate one because
No, you
they
would've-
made me
you
so
would
close
not
to vomiting.
be here.
But like that was like a thing. Like we'd all be like, "Oh, like you should eat a cheeseburger roller."
Oh.
It was disgusting.
I was so mad. So we went to Lancaster County Pool growing up,
Mm-hmm.
which is not opening this summer because they don't have enough lifeguards, which
I
is
feel it.
depressing because so many kids rely on that
yes,
pool.
a lot of pools around my area I think are
Yeah.
not opening, and I thought it was because of COVID, but it honestly might be.
Yeah, and it's so
because of
sad.
lack
But
of workers.
when we first started going there, they had like an actual like food bar like area, like concession stand. Yeah.
Please know the official name. as someone who used to work there.
And they had really good stuffed crust pizza. Well, it wasn't really that
Ooh.
good, but like it was good.
It was good in
for
its
the,
time.
for being at the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And then one summer we come back, concession stand gone, replaced by vending machines.
Are you serious?
Vending
Did they have hot
machines.
dogs in the vending machines?
No.
Was it-
Chips, ice cream, soda.
That's stupid.
It.
That's actually so stupid.
I was like, how am I supposed to show up here and get a meal?
You get more money if you have a concession stand. Why would you get
I know.
rid of it for
I know.
vending machines?
I know. It pissed me off because that stuffed crust
so
pizza,
weird.
I still crave it. This brings, speaking of the county pool, embarrassing story. So like growing up, I was
Did
not.
you drown?
No.
Oh, damn it. That would have
Okay.
been a funny story.
Yeah. Well, I still kind of have one.
Okay.
I wasn't a really strong swimmer at a young age.
Yeah, I still am not.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I couldn't backfloat for a while. I can now, so that's good.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
It's okay. We'll practice.
Yay.
But so I just wasn't that good. And because of this, we took swim lessons at the pool.
Okay.
And I got placed into like a younger group. I was probably in like 3rd or 4th grade, and I was with like little kids,
Yeah.
like kindergartners. And Jaina, of course, is like a great swimmer. She's in like the 6 foot learning how to dive. I'm over here.
Your
And
younger
the most,
sister's
the most embarrassing part of this is the one time. So because all these kids that were in my swim lessons, they were all little, so they were all short. So we were always in like the really shallow water.
Mm-hmm.
They were teaching us how to tread water. And you can't tread water in water you can stand in, but I was the only tall one in my group, so I had to go over to the 6 foot water alone and just tread water.
Wait, why would they do that if you were a terrible swimmer? Why would they?
Like all the other kids are learning how to tread water in like 3-5, And I'm over here in like 5'5", 6 foot water.
Oh my gosh.
Alone, just like everybody laughing.
You're like a little dog.
Traumatized. It was so embarrassing.
I'm really sorry that happened to you, but
It was
thank you for opening up
I also had to
about
wear
it.
swim shirts.
Okay.
Like the long sleeve
Yeah.
ones. I also had to wear earplugs when I swam.
Hey, that's okay. You've come a long way since then. Do you wear earplugs still?
No.
Look at you. Hey, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was just really traumatizing.
Thank you for opening up about it.
Yeah, I haven't talked about that in a while.
Yeah, hey, it's out now.
There's also a water slide there.
There is?
That goes into went to the 6 foot water.
That's hype. Like
and
one of those
it was
ones that's like at Hershey Park, like the tube.
No. Well, no, it was a tube slide, but it was just really short. But I never went in it because, like, there was water in the tube.
Yeah.
Like spraying on, and tubes are so scary, and then you go straight into water you can't stand in. No,
They're
absolutely
fun.
not.
They're fun.
I've never been on it. I'm terrified of water I can't stand in.
What about like the ocean?
Oh, I hate the ocean.
Okay, me too, but for
Like-
different reasons.
Why do you hate it?
Like, what if a shark bites my leg off?
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I hate the waves. I hate feeling out of control.
Yeah.
And all my friends are
It's
like, just
just
swim
like,
into the wave.
no.
No, you get tumbled around. You get water in your mouth. You can't breathe. Your
and it's
stuff
like
comes
salt
off.
water. People pee in it.
Exactly.
People meeting me, I've peed in the ocean
I have
before, and what
too.
about it?
It's
There's
just,
no bathrooms on the beach.
It's not worth it. I peed in a dune once.
Like the Timothy Chalamet movie.
Yeah, I peed on the set. of
Okay,
Dune.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, swag.
Yeah.
I wasn't a swimmer, and I did take swimming lessons, but I think I was required to by like school. But I was a dancer, and I was a fine dancer. I did fine. Was I the best? No. But like,
Were you the worst? No.
no. And if you put me in a dance number in the musical, I would keep up.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine. But I just needed, some more practice. So my mom would put me in dance classes so that I could like improve for the musical
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And oh man, I want to say when I was a freshman or a sophomore, I was in a dance class. It was a jazz class. And I was in a class with a bunch of 6th graders because I was so bad. But I wasn't that bad. But
The 6th graders were just really good.
Yes. But
Yeah.
it was kind of fun though because they all, since I was like so much taller and so much older than them, they all like bowed down at me.
Oh, that's the best.
Have you seen A Bug's Life? You know when all of the little, have you seen A Bug's Life?
Like long ago.
You know the ladybug?
Yeah.
And all the little tiny like beetles?
Yeah,
I felt
yeah.
like the ladybug.
Oh.
And they were all like my little minions.
Stop. Okay,
And they would
that's
call me
fun.
Peaches.
Oh.
But now they're like graduating high school and I'm like,
Ew, I know. The fact that we're
Oh my
so
God.
old. I
Yeah.
was also in a dance class my senior year of high school.
okay.
My sister is a dancer. She's a competitive
Yes,
dancer at her dance studio.
That's so funny
and
because so was mine.
that's really funny.
We live the same life.
We do. I was always very involved in like the competition season. Like I was their photographer for a couple years.
Aw.
I literally made a documentary of a season,
That's
like competition
cool.
season.
Dance moms.
It was really fun. I got to like go backstage and all this stuff. Like it was so fun. But they were always like, Ruby, why don't you try to dance? And I was like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Ruby, why
so
don't you?
I'm a senior in high school. I'm about to turn 18, and they have an adult street jazz class there.
Okay.
So it's like the hip hop jazz, where it's like
Yeah.
sassy
Yes.
hip hop pretty much.
Mhm.
And me and my best friend at the time took it together, and we were with all moms, like 40 and above.
Yes.
It was
your
so
element.
fun though.
Your element.
We will put the video in the show notes
Okay.
because then in the big showcase at the end of the year, we were in it, and it was a
Oh my
Beyonce number,
gosh.
and I had a solo. They gave me a solo, and you want to know the only reason I got a solo? It's not because I was good at dancing.
I don't think that's true.
It
It could be.
I did have some good moments.
Yeah.
But it was because the second song in our mix was Upgrade You, which is my favorite Beyonce song.
Mm.
And Jay-Z has a part at the beginning, and like I knew it obviously because I listened to that song all the time.
Duh.
So whenever we were rehearsing, I would like sing out loud the Jay-Z part, and they were like, Ruby, it's in between songs. We're gonna have you go out and like lip sync the Jay-Z part.
Aww.
So I did it.
Was there
not
like a
gonna
dance
lie.
with it, or were you just like?
I
boom,
just
boom,
kind of
boom,
walked
boom, boom?
out. I just kind of did whatever. I think
Yeah.
I like popped to the beat.
Freestyle,
Yeah,
Ruby.
no big
okay.
deal. It was,
Yeah.
it was pretty good. And then also my senior year of high school, we did. Every year, my school would do senior boys dance and senior girls dance in the talent show to like celebrate.
Oh,
So like
that's
if you
cool.
wanted to participate, so I was in the senior girls dance. But not gonna lie, I feel like there was some favoritism in that group. And if any of the people in
There's
it
always
are listening to this podcast, I'm sorry. Like, I have no hard feelings. I'm not holding on to this, but like a little bit.
She says that as it's nearly 3 years later. Yeah. She's still thinking about
literally over 3 years. Yeah.
No comment.
But basically, like, I did notice that they put me in all the easier parts of the dance.
That's messed up.
Which, like, I killed them.
Of course.
But then this is what really got me. So we all know that I'm loud.
What?
Shocking.
This is
I
the
know.
first I'm hearing of this.
And at the end, they wanted someone to do like a little like countdown thing to like do our ending pose.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, who wants to do it? And a bunch of people were like, oh, Ruby should. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Because my literal ending position was in the front middle. Like, duh, I'm in the perfect spot for it. And then they were like, no, this person will do it. And they chose somebody else.
As if.
I was like, excuse me?
That's messed up.
I know.
That's favoritism.
I'm still a little burnt.
I would still be
I'll show you that dance too. That
pressed
one was
about
fun.
that.
Yeah. The senior boys dance though, it was so good. It was
We
so
never
funny.
had talent shows.
That's sad.
Our school was too big. We had
Did you have them in like elementary school at all or middle school?
elementary school.
Did you ever perform in
Wait,
one?
middle school also, but I didn't do it in middle school.
Did you do in elementary school?
Okay. All right, here we go. 3rd grade. I was supposed to dance with my best friend.
That's when you started getting bullied, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
3rd grade, I was supposed to dance with my best friend at the time, and then I think 2 other people. We were just going to copyright a dance from Just Dance and like learn it. She backed out.
Oh, no.
All of them did.
Oh, no.
I did the talent show alone.
You
I
did
danced
it. You still.
by myself.
Oh, no.
You know the song that
Do you have a video?
somewhere, but it's never seen the light of day.
I'll show you mine in a few years.
Okay. I'll have my mom find it, but have you know the song? I don't know what version of Just Dance it was, but it's like when marimba rhythm starts to play.
That's Sway. Michael Bublé's cover of it.
It wasn't the Michael Bublé
No,
one.
no, but his cover of it is trending right now. Yeah.
So
Dance with me.
and the thing about that dance on Just Dance is it was a 2-person dance.
Oh no.
So I did it by myself.
Georgea.
And I didn't like change it really. So I was just like dancing with myself. But you know what? I'm proud of me for still doing it.
I'm proud of you.
Anyone else would have backed out. I didn't.
I'm proud of you.
So then, 4th grade, I came back. I came back stronger. Everyone who had made fun of me, they're laughing now. Wait,
No.
who's laughing now?
There we go.
Because I brought my sister and 2 people from her dance team, and I did it with my new best friend, who was
Stop.
actually nice. We danced with them, and it was sick.
Oh, I'm sure.
And everyone was like, "Wow!" And I was like, "I ain't gonna forget."
You're like, excuse
last
me,
year,
fake fans.
you made fun. And then 5th grade, I actually wrote a skit, and I performed it.
Stop. That
with
is so
one of my friends. So, you know, I basically killed it.
Yeah, I played piano in 5th grade.
Aww.
I don't remember what song I did. And then 6th grade, my best friend at the time and I sang I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift.
Very nice.
Yes, we did a little duet.
Okay.
And funny little moment at the beginning, the music started in the wrong place and then it stopped really fast. And I was like, thank you very much. And everybody laughed. And that's when I knew I wanted to start a career in stand-up.
Yes.
Which is still has to happen.
I always say that.
We should do stand-up.
I know, we should.
Like,
I'm telling you, Ruby and I have a plan. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Middleditch and Schwartz on Netflix, but it's kind of like that. It's Thomas Middleditch and Ben Schwartz. Love them both. They did a Netflix comedy based on like their tour, which they went on tour and they did improv.
that's all we want.
So
That's
they
all
would
we
go
want.
up on stage in front of an audience and they'd ask for something that someone in the audience was nervous about. And then the one was like, I'm getting married. So they did like a skit based on the marriage. It's so funny. It's the only like comedy show I can consistently watch and laugh every time.
That's all we want to do.
But that's what Ruby and I are going to do. We're going to go and we're going to take the podcast on tour if we get big
Yes.
enough. And we're going to ask you guys for a random word.
Yeah.
And then we're just going
to do the podcast live.
That would be so
It'll
sick.
be so fun.
But I always used to say, like in middle school, I was like, if my career fails, I'm going to do a comedy show in the basement of a sketchy bar in New York, and you better
Literally,
come.
you should.
I feel like people would show up.
I feel like 100%.
Okay, period.
After watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel too, I'm like, I want to do
need
comedy.
to watch that.
I've only watched
Emily
a couple.
keeps telling me
It's
that I'd
so
like
good.
it.
The
Okay.
vibes are so good. The
Okay.
jokes are funny. I need to finish it. I'm only like 4 episodes in, but it's
that's
really
Prime,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it.
Yeah,
out.
it's we're gonna toot our own horns for a second here,
Toot,
but
toot.
I feel like with comedy, anybody can say funny jokes, but it's the way that you tell stories and the way you present stories. And we both have gotten comments
It's the
before
timing.
where I'm assuming you have, but I've had like people tell me like the way I tell stories is
yeah.
what makes them funny.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like that's why this podcast works so well. And I feel like that's why we could like actually do a career in
the main thing when you're doing comedy is your comedic timing.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm just so like, it goes with the Al Capone, Al Pacino thing.
Yeah.
I just like assume everything. And so like the stuff that like I'm good at, quote, air quotes, like I just assume everyone can do.
Yeah.
And so like I remember in high school when I would do musicals and even middle school, my directors would be like, Georgia, your comedic timing is perfect.
Yeah.
Like it is incredible, like blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, okay, but I'm like, anyone really could do this. But I'm learning that not everyone can.
Literally. That's the same with giving speeches.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I've spoken at a couple like big things. I gave my commencement speech at graduation, and I spoke with our governor recently.
No
and,
big
like,
deal.
No.
She just casually like, I spoke with the governor recently.
Yeah,
anyways.
But like, to me, like when I get on stage to give a speech, I feel so comfortable and like you can pace it really well.
Yes.
But like not every like it's just weird.
And that's the same thing with comedy.
Yeah, it's like I always forget that not everyone, and that's not saying that like we're better because we're not.
Oh yeah.
Because there are things that we both suck at. Some people are really good at sports. We both are not.
Yeah.
Some people are really good at dancing. Georgia's
Everyone.
okay. I'm not.
I'm okay.
Sorry, you're really good at dancing.
Yeah, thanks.
Some people are really strong swimmers.
We are not. Everyone has their own talents.
Exactly.
And I feel like everyone uses their own talents.
Yeah. Ours just all happen to have to do with
our
talking.
Comedy. We use our comedy skills.
Comedy skills, giving speeches, and anchoring shows. That's like our three like top.
So as you can see, it only made sense that we had a podcast. Come on. But, you know, once again, we're not trying to be like, we're so funny, because
we literally might not be.
Yeah, but all that matters to us is we think that we're funny.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, even if no one listened, I'm convinced that we would still do this podcast.
Oh, 100%. If we got 0 plays every episode, we would still do it.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun to hear yourself talk in a microphone.
We like it.
Yeah.
We enjoy editing it. We genuinely enjoy putting out content.
So thank you guys all for listening.
Yeah, I hope you guys are able to tell.
Yeah.
When we upload podcasts, when we post
that we're
promos.
like genuinely so passionate about this.
Because
we love it. Yeah.
And it makes it so much more special when you guys also enjoy it. Like it really means a lot.
We say it all the time, but like we really are grateful.
Yeah.
So
we love you guys. Our first word was tasty.
Tasty.
Which led into a corn conversation.
Period.
As it should.
Period.
And we ended talking about comedy.
Yeah.
And our comedy skills.
Yeah. Tasty
pretty good episode.
It was a really good episode. I liked this one.
Yeah.
I really, I'm going to start practicing some stand-up.
Okay. Wait, can I share one more story?
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
We literally wrapped. One time, one of Jess's friends, Jess is my best friend in case you haven't listened to this podcast before.
Hi, Jess.
One of Jess's friends who she worked with at Wise is a singer, Lupia Music, and he was doing a show in Millersville in like the basement of this one house. So me and my friends went, and it was him. It was this other guy who was actually really talented that I forget his name, but it was a bunch of different kind of
smaller
local music, and they were in between acts, and someone was like. The guy was like, someone tell a joke. And I was there with my friends, and I think John or AJ, maybe even Jess, was like, oh, Georgia's a comedian. Georgia does comedy. And he was like, oh my God, really, Georgia? Like, tell us a joke. And I froze. I was like, no, I don't really do comedy, like whatever. And I just like froze. And I think about that all the time because that was my one
That was your
moment.
big break.
That was my big break, and I blew it. But here's the thing, and it's the same with like when I did musicals. People are like, oh, you do musicals? Sing.
Yeah.
Oh, you do comedy? Tell me a joke. It's like, you can't put me under pressure like that.
No. And I feel like stand-up comedy it's not really jokes. It's more like telling funny stories in a funny way.
And that's why I think
and making realizations.
Yes. And like John Mulaney, I know that all of his stuff is written. I know he like helps write, but like most of the time it's not his stories. And that's why I'm saying all you need is comedic timing.
Literally. And to have really funny life stories like we do.
Yeah. Period.
So
anyways, I felt like I needed to share
that was really good. That. Yeah, thank you. You will get another big break. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Mic drop.
So true.
So true. I mean, if you want to keep updated on our stand-up comedian journey, follow us on Instagram.
Social media, baby.
Yep, Instagram and TikTok at Hyper Talkative Podcast. Twitter
at Hyper Talkative.
Yes.
And our website, which is www.hypertalkativepodcast.com.
She did it, guys. She got it right.
I know them.
She got it right. We have a link tree in all of our bios that has links to everything else. So you literally just have to go to one place.
Yep.
And everything is there. All the streaming sites.
Some special things like playlists and merch
and all that stuff. So like literally just instead of doing the mindless scroll, go sit on our link tree and check it out. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
With that, we'll see you guys next week for episode 9.
Yeah, we will.
Period. Thanks for listening to episode 8.
Peace be with you, Ruby.
And with you, Georgia.
Hyper Talkative Podcast is brought to you by us. Just us.
Unless you want to sponsor us. Wink, wink.
Hyper Talkative is recorded at the Candy Factory Co-working and Social Club in downtown Lancaster.
Our theme music was done by help from Johnny Jed Music, and the show is recorded, edited, and published by Georgia Hall and Ruby Murdoch.